Now, part 2 of 200, episode 290. So they shorted me. Look what they gave me at the bank. They shorted me. There's not 50 pennies in here. Probably more like 42 or 43. Anyway, who cares, right? So the reason this is part 2 is because I kind of went through the last penny roll kind of fast. And I said, you know what? Let me do some extra content. I'm in a good mood. And let's have some fun, because these are my favorite rolls, these red ones. I always feel like there's going to be these really old pennies in there, and maybe I'll be a little luckier. So let's see what we see. I'm not sure if I can actually continue from the last conversation I was having. Oh, what a beauty. I bet you this is copper. And it has a dice spike. I would have said 1980, but it's 81. And there was something I was thinking about. See, this is why it's important to follow the videos, watch them, because if not, you might not know what I'm talking about. Hey, don't worry about it. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. And in the last video, I was talking about really how much this channel means to me. When I say how much it means to me, I mean, I enjoy it. It's just it's a healthy hobby, and I enjoy it, and I'm thankful for that. I thank the Lord. I thank Jesus for everything He's given me in life, and this channel is one of those things. Die blister or die bulge? They're pretty big. 1, 2, 3. And I started talking about it in the previous episode, but I never really finished the thought. And that was about how the other hobbies that I'm interested in was. I showed the marbles, right? I love marbles, and I love stamps. I've done a few videos in the very beginning about marbles and stamps, and I trailed off because the channel has basically become more of a penny channel. But here you can see I got on my table, I got marbles, I got stamps, and this is my other interest. I just don't do videos on them because the channel went in a different direction. Looks like it's bagged. By the way, in below you can see there's a video on how coins are made. And if you watch the whole video, it was excellent video. If you watch the whole video, you'll see where they actually drop pennies down a hole at the mint that go into, I guess, another floor, another level, someplace. So pennies are dropped from high distances, and they are put in bags, and the bags are also, I mean, it's crazy, man. So that is most likely a bagged cent. So I watch other channels, obviously, on stamp collecting, on marbles, because they fascinate me, and I like to know what I'm talking about, especially if I'm going to spend money, right? If I'm going to buy something, I want to know what I'm buying, And So there's this person who does videos, who stamp videos that I was watching, and man, it looks like a little strike through right there. Let me look at that through under the loop. It's not a strike through. It could be a strike through, or it could be. I think it's just deformed. It's interesting looking. It's a dirty penny, though, man. I mean, it's just interesting to acknowledge, but it's unfortunate that I think I'd have to clean this penny a little bit. You know, do some conservation, but I'll put it down here. And it's funny because I've been watching his videos probably for about a year now, and he has a lot of videos. I think he has a couple thousand videos, and he's been doing them for, I forgot what his name is. Um, and I guess I didn't even know this because I really never investigated into his channel. Like I never clicked his video list and all that stuff. I just watched random videos. And yesterday I decided to, click his his home page, and I realized he hadn't made a video in like 7 months. And then his last video had, because it could, when you click, they'll click newest, it puts you to newest, latest. And his latest video 7 months ago said that that was his last video. And it intrigued me because I don't know if I've ever seen that before, where somebody had like signed off, he signed off permanently. And this is a person who 7 years ago, they were gung-ho. And that's just, and it's just like, I could just about guarantee you 7 years ago, he didn't see that day coming. But then it arrived. It arrived. And it made me think of this channel, and obviously everything ends one day, but I don't know, like stopping. This is a hobby for me. I think he went more into his videos, as if I just looking at like diagnosing what happened, or the epidemiology, the pathology, excuse me, the pathology of his ultimate demise on YouTube, right? And I would have to say that his videos were really good too, man. Yo, he put a lot of effort into it. And I think what happened was his videos became work. Now, putting work into something and it being work for you is two different things. For me, this isn't work. I enjoy this. I don't go crazy with my videos, man. This dude went crazy. I mean, he had the whole, the whole crazy editing going on. Beautiful, beautiful, awesome videos. And some of his videos did get 20, 30,000 views. But I know those videos might have taken him days to edit and put out. And I think he just didn't want to put the work in anymore. This is it, man. Yo, this goes live from here. You know what I'm saying? Like after I'm done with my videos, I post them. The thing that takes me the longest is the thumbnail, and I've got that down pretty much to a science. Where I show the main coin or a beautiful coin, and I just right next to it. If I'm energetic, I'll put all kinds of words and stuff. If not, I'll just put a number so I know what episode it is. And I don't know. And I also do it up front. I mean, so anyway, it's just, I was just thinking about that, and that was that's my conclusion, is that it was just too much work for him, man. You know, life happens. You know, this I post my videos in the future, of course, for the membership, right? Thank you. God bless all my members. I appreciate it. Click the link below, become a member. $60 a year, you can't beat it. Anyway, so you know, I did end up in the hospital once. I have been sick several times when I couldn't do videos for, at one point it was 2 weeks, and I lost all that video time, but I had it. I had the time, man, because I put the I put the work in, or excuse me, I had the foresight to understand that I needed to put these videos, schedule them out. I had the foresight to understand that. If not, there would have been dead space between episodes. Now there isn't, no matter what. I went on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Um, got busy, whatever the case may be. And anyway, and I hope everyone enjoys these videos. I enjoy them. You know, we're gonna be hitting 10,000 subscribers soon, and away we go. You know, he had how many videos did he? How many subscribers did he have before he basically closed shop? Um, I want to say he had like 15,000 video subscribers or something like that. Maybe 30, 15 to 30. I can't remember exactly. I thought he had quite a bit of them. 82. Here we go. 82. Small date. Copper. Now, of course, the only way you're 100% sure if it's copper is to weigh it. So let me weigh it. Let me not be lazy. I'm 99% sure this is copper. $3.13 is copper. You can tell by the reverse more than anything. But the small dates are I see much less small dates than I do large dates. And I have a whole video. There's a link below if you want to know all the differences between the large date, the small date, and the. So if this had a D on it, it would be like, I think it's like $20,000 or $30,000. The copper small date Denver is like, maybe it's hundreds of thousands. I don't know, but there's no D on it. So in this condition, it's probably worth a quarter. I mean, which is really nothing. Maybe one day when they stop making pennies, it'll be worth a few bucks. Yeah, maybe it's not even worth that with this corrosion on it. I don't know. But that's it. Small day. Looks like a question mark. The 2 looks like a question mark. See the curve there? Like a question mark on it. If I put a little dot in the bottom, you can envision a question mark. All right, you got an 82 small date. Yeah. And you know, at this point in my life, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to do anything that's stressful, man. I had stress my whole life. Starting with my childhood, I had a very, very stressful childhood. I'll just put that out there. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but my childhood was not the best. I mean, it's a miracle um, that I survived it. A lot of people don't survive bad childhoods. I did. I was fortunate. You know, I thank the Lord and I thank Christ, and they brought my wife to me, who helped me through all that, and who's been there. She's my rock. 88, 88. What is about the 88? Flare G. I almost forgot. Started getting sentimental there. No Flare G. and I'm when I was, and I just did, I rented houses, I bought houses, I was into real estate, social work is very stressful. Um, my lifestyle was very stressful at one point in my life, which I cleaned that up, obviously. And and that's it. This is part of my relaxation, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the wide AM, not the wide AM. This is for relaxation. I was up early, as I usually am. I got to go do some errands in a little while. Um, no wide AM, and I said, "Oh, let me bust out a couple videos before I get my day started." And that's it. A lot of 2000s in this one. So we had some copper in this penny roll. This wasn't, not all that, but that's okay. Pretty cool. All right. So thank you. God bless. And like I said, this is a part two. Felt kind of energetic today, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh my goodness! Ah, I tell you. All right, I'll do a little outro today. Why not? Thank you. If you stood here for the whole video, I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless. Um, I know I talked about some different stuff these past several videos. That's what I do. I try to talk about interesting things that are on my mind. So that way, if you're penny roll hunting or just listening, there's something that, like, instead of just showing the penny, you know what I mean? Like, I have channels that I listen to in the background, and I was like, oh, I love those channels because I don't have to watch the video. I could just leave them and the person's talking while they're doing what they're doing. And I thought that's pretty cool. And I'm a talker. It's probably one of the reasons I was good at social work, because you have to really investigate what's going on with people, and I think I was pretty successful at that. See, I look Piggy. My wife said she'll be upset at me. She sees me looking like a slob on camera. Anyway, so um, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I can. Hopefully, I'll do this for a very, very long time. I don't see why I wouldn't. And maybe it will turn into something else one day. Um, we'll see what happens. I'm looking at my marbles over there. I spoke about how I do stamps and marbles, and maybe I'll do a. I'm not sure what the interest is in my marble videos. Did get a lot of views, I have to say that, but I'm going to show this bag of marbles that I'm going to research, and they're either jabos. Some people call them jabos. I call them jabos. Jabos, champions. Possibly some of them might be AJs or West Virginia swirls. Which West Virginia swirls, as I understand it, is a catch-all phrase for, like, Ravenswoods. I'm not sure if the Christensens are also West Virginia for swirls. Some and champions and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll show them to you. So, and this is just bonus content, right? If anybody's here, and I've learned a lot about marbles, and you can see this one here has what's called a ram's, like a ram looks like this, right? Had their horns, the ram's horns, and And you can see the little, I don't know if you can see the striations in it or not. See the little lines? This is super beautiful. And so they call it ram's head. So this has a ram's head on it. It's probably and there's also the Dave's Appalachian swirls. Now, the Appalachia goes from, I don't know, like North Carolina up to Canada or something like that. So, I think he was also in Virginia or West Virginia. Dave's Appalachians. So there's Jabos, Dave's Appalachian swirls, um, Ravenswoods, but like champions, some agiates. So when I bought these a while ago, and it's very hard. And the person was selling these really beautiful looking marbles, and um, and recently I've been looking at marbles on eBay, and you cannot find groups like this anymore. They're selling them all individually now. So this bag weighs almost 4 pounds. There's got to be a couple hundred marbles in here, and certain things. That's it, man. Sometimes you get once in a lifetime opportunities, and it might sound like nothing, but this bag of marbles I might have paid $50 for, and some of these marbles by themselves might be about $10 to $20. Look at this one. Anyway, I just thought I would show that I do have other interests, and this channel is Look What Jess Found, and look how big this one is. And usually the larger the marble, look how it's got to be over an inch, and if this is a champion, forget about it. It's like a $50-$60 marble if it's in perfectly unwobbled condition and all that. That's beauty. Anyway, God bless. Thank you for. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoy making them. I will do maybe a video on marbles, or stamps are a little dry. I got to be honest with you, and maybe that's one of the reasons why he stopped making those videos. Stamps are a little bit dry. There's almost like a certain distance you can get with stamps, and I mean, there's one, you get your Scott book, and you learn how to research them, and it's really, that's like everything is in a book. Marbles, forget about it, man. It's a life. You could take a lifetime of learning about marbles. The stamps are a little bit more dry, and I could see why somebody would stop doing that, and hopefully I never do. Anyway, thank you. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.